I see a little buck over there, a very young buck. Shaking off the rainwater. He's walking off now. There's that young buck again. I'm on my way down the hill. I'm looking in front of me. I'm not sure if that's the same buck or not. I think it is. There he goes again. I'm almost down the Rundle Road and I see another deer bedded down. A wet deer. It's raining now. Now that deer is walking off. It's up there eating now. I'm looking up the hill. I think this might be that young buck I saw earlier. It is. I thought he was headed over here. I'm not going to follow him. I'm almost to Rundle Road. Now he's over there getting something to eat. It rained pretty hard last night. Found a couple deer bedded down on my way to my car. This is a beautiful doe. I think the other one's the doe. This one's getting up and it's stretching. Here's the other one. They're walking up that hill and I'm not going to try to follow them. I'm getting close to my car. I'm looking up the hill and I'm watching them walk off. Look at this humongous mushroom at the side of this tree. Here's some smaller mushrooms up above it. I'm starting my hike at Iroquois Park on a cool Saturday morning. I'm starting out hiking the horse trail. I'm still hiking the horse trail. It's a little muddy. It rained a lot last night. We definitely got a lot of rain last night. I see a cardinal in that tree in front of me. Part of the Kentucky Derby Festival Marathon is going to run through this park this morning, and I'm trying to avoid it. That's why I started out hiking on the horse trail. Now I'm off the horse trail and I'm getting ready to do my heavy duty hiking. I see some of the runners down on Rundle Road. 26 miles they're running. Here comes another one. And a few more. Now I'm going to get away from Rundle Road. The May apples are definitely in full bloom. Most people don't know that May apples get a fruit on them. It's edible when it's ripe. I've eaten a fruit before, but you have to make sure it's ripe. And before you eat it, you need to remove the seeds and the skin. When they're not ripe, they're poisonous. And I think the seeds are always poisonous. It's not going to kill you, it'll just give you a stomach ache. Why would you want to eat the seeds anyway? I was watching a YouTube video of some guy that had a lot of mayapple fruit that was ripe. And he was wanting to show people what would happen if you didn't remove the seeds and the skin. And at the end of the video, he was vomiting. I thought, what an idiot. People are down on Rundle Road running in the marathon. And where I am, it is so peaceful. Such a peaceful sound. It's cloudy today. I'm getting ready to hike down this hill. I can see Rundle Road from here. see the runners. Cannot believe how many people run that marathon. I'm pretty far away from Rundle Road now, getting ready to cross the gully and hike up a hill. I found my first deer of the morning. See another one over there, bedded down. So far I see 3. Now I see 4. Wonder how many's in this area. This one's over there chewing its cud. It's a doe chewing her cud. They all seem to be walking off in that area. They're going down there to cross the gully. They just crossed the gully and they're walking off over there. I'm not going to follow them. I'm going to keep hiking up this hill. I'm watching them from a distance. I'll be hiking over there later on. I might see them again. I'm pretty high up on the hill. I came from way down there. I'm as high as I'm going to hike on this hill. Now I'm going to take off in this direction. If I kept hiking up this hill, I'd end up in Summit Field. I'm looking down the hill and I see a deer walking around. Looking in front of me and I see some deer. Another beautiful doe. She's staring at me now. This one's off to my left. I think this doe is pregnant. This is the other one. I only see 2 of them. This one is eating. She's looking over at the other doe. They're behind me now. I'm going to keep hiking in this direction. Getting ready to hike up this hill and I see a deer bedded down. It's a doe. She's keeping an eye on me. I'm hiking around this doe. I'm hiking up this way. Just hiked up that hill and I'm finished hiking that area. Now it's time to move on. I'm finished with the high ground. And I'm going to hike down another hill. I just crossed that gully and I'm hiking up another hill. I'm getting very close to the top. I made it all the way up to the top. Made it up to Top Hill Road and Summit Field. There's a beautiful dogwood tree. See a lot of butterweed. It's all over the place. I'm going to make a very quick pass through Summit Field. I need to get down to my car, and I'm parked at the horse stables. Nothing going on at this small pond in the center of Summit Field. I'm looking down and I see an eastern box turtle out here in the middle of Summit Field. It's hiding inside its shell, and it'll probably stay in there for a while. It's slowly coming out. A beautiful eastern box turtle. It'll eventually start walking, but they take their time. I'm going to take off. There's an eastern towhee up in that tree. Ready to go. I'm leaving Summit Field. I'm going to take a trail that'll lead me down to the horse stable parking lot. I'm leaving Top Hill Road and I'm on my way down to my car. I like the way they put these rocks across the trail. This way you don't have to step in the mud. If I stayed on this trail, it would lead down to the amphitheater, but I'm going to the horse stable parking lot, so I'm going to take this trail. I see Rundle Road down there. I'm getting closer to my car. I just left Rundle Road and I can see my car at the horse stable parking lot. It is time for this old man to go home.